Hello everyone. In this video, I am going to discuss about reflection of light. As we know that when light falls on any type of surface, always three phenomena takes place together, that is reflection, absorption and transmission, or in short we can call it as RAT. R indicates reflection, A indicates absorption and T indicates transmission. For example, I am going to consider a glass. Glass is a transparent medium. Suppose 10 light radiations when it falls on the glass, in that 6 to 7 radiations are easily transmitted, but remaining 2 to 3 radiations are absorbed by the glass, or that may be turning back or reflected by the glass. Instead of glass, if I am going to consider wall, when same 10 light radiation falls on the wall, out of 10 radiations, major part, that means 6 to 7 radiations are absorbed by the wall, remaining light radiation, that is 2 to 3 light radiations may be reflected or that may be transmitted by the wall. Similarly, when same 10 light radiation falls on the mirror, so here out of 10 radiations, 6 to 7 radiations are turning back to the same medium. Remaining 2 to 3 radiations may be absorbed by the mirror or that may be transmitted by the mirror. Anyhow, by understanding all these examples, we came to know that when a light falls on any type of surface, always three phenomena takes place together, that is RAT. Now, in that RAT, R indicates reflection, so we can discuss about reflection of light. For this phenomenon, I am going to consider suitable surface, that is plane mirror. Plane mirror is suitable for the phenomenon reflection of light. Here in this ray diagram, AB indicates plane mirror. Mirror front surface is always optical medium, back surface is opaque medium. What is optical medium? The medium which allows the ray of light to pass through it. Opaque medium means which does not allow the ray of light to pass through it. That's why the mirror back surface is completely covered with silver color, or it is completely covered by any plastic material, so that it becomes opaque medium. So anyhow, this is plane mirror, front surface is optical and back surface is opaque medium. Now, I am going to consider the ray of light PQ. This is incident ray. When this ray of light falls on the mirror, so here when it falls on mirror means major part of the light is turning back, remaining part of the light may be absorbed or that may be transmitted. So, PQ indicates incident ray. This ray of light falls on the mirror at point Q, so that the most of the part light is turning back to the same medium. QR indicates reflection of light, or it is reflected light. PQ is incident ray, QR is reflected ray, and AB indicates plane mirror, and the point Q indicates point of incidence at which the ray of light is going to fall. And then I am going to draw the line NQ. This NQ is exactly perpendicular to the surface. This perpendicular line we are going to call it as normal. So why we have to draw this normal? So because it is a reference line. So we need a reference line to measure the angle. That's why I am going to draw the normal, means perpendicular to the surface. Now again you can observe the diagram. AB indicates plane mirror, PQ indicates incident ray, QR indicates reflected ray, NQ indicates normal, and Q indicates point of incidence. Now, how to define a reflection of light? You can observe the diagram. With the help of ray diagram, easily we can define reflection of light. See here, when a light is traveling in one medium, falls on the surface of another medium, a part of light is turning back to the same medium. This phenomenon we can call it as reflection of light. What is reflection of light? When a light is traveling in one medium, falls on the surface of another medium, a part of light is turned back into the same medium. This phenomenon is called reflection of light. Now the question arises, why only a part of light is turning back? Because remaining part of the light may be absorbed by the mirror or that may be transmitted by the mirror. Now we can go to measure angle of incidence, angle of reflection, angle of deviation. Angle of incidence is denoted by I, angle of reflection is denoted by R, and angle of deviation is denoted by D. So now this is angle of incidence. This angle is between incident ray and normal. Remember, always we have to measure angle with respect to normal, not with respect to the plane mirror. Right? Now this is angle of incidence. Angle between incident ray and normal is called angle of incidence and it is denoted by I. Similarly, R indicates angle of reflection, that is angle between reflected ray and normal. And the third point, angle of deviation. So here you can observe the diagram. This angle is between QR. This QR indicates reflected ray. Then what is this dotted line? That means, suppose if there is no mirror, the ray of light is traveling in a straight line. Because of mirror, the ray of light changes its path. It is deviated. With how much angle it is deviated? It is measured by angle of deviation. Angle of deviation means it is angle between incident ray extended and reflected ray. That is angle of deviation and it is denoted by D. These three terms are very important in this phenomenon. What are those? Angle of incidence, angle of reflection and angle of deviation. What is angle of incidence? Angle between incident ray and normal. What is angle of reflection? Angle between reflected ray and normal. What is angle of deviation? Angle between incident ray extended and reflected ray. Is it clear? Angle of incidence, angle of reflection and angle of deviation. Now, the next important part is laws of reflection of light. There are two laws of reflection of light. So these two laws easily we can remember using the same ray diagram. The first law states that incident ray, reflected ray and the normal drawn at the point of incidence lies on the same plane. You can observe the diagram. Incident ray, reflected ray and the normal. These three lines are drawn at the point of incidence lying on the same plane. All these three lines are lying on the same plane. This is first law. And the second law states that the angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. That means I equal to R. For example, when angle of incidence is 30 degree, when the ray of light is incident on the mirror with angle 30 degree, then it is turning back with the same angle 30 degree. When angle of incidence is 60 degree, angle of reflection is also 60 degree. That is I equal to R. Now the most important you can observe, let us imagine this incident ray is exactly on the normal or at normal incidence. Suppose I am going to take this incident light on the normal. What is the angle of incidence? It is exactly 0 because the light is exactly on the normal. So angle is 0. When angle of incidence is 0, angle of reflection is also 0 according to second law of reflection. That means whenever light is exactly on the normal, it is turning back in the same path but in opposite direction. That means at normal incidence, I and R both are equal to 0. So these are the two laws of reflection of light. Now, In the next video, we can study about reflection of light by spherical mirrors.